What does this guy from CBS Radio have in common with Nick Wright, Chris Sims, and Mike Florio? And tell me if you agree with what he has to say about Tyreek Hill, Tua Tagovailoa, and the Miami Dolphins.
But let's talk some football. Let's talk Tyreek Hill, who was on First Take earlier today. He once again is spouting foolishness.
I said it once and I'll say it again. You know, Zach Wilson is a dog, but I'd rather play with the most accurate quarterback in the NFL, dog.
If you tell yourself a lie long enough, you start to believe it. He's told this lie so much, I'm starting to believe it. Man, maybe Tua is really accurate. Maybe Tua is pinpoint. Maybe he's a lot more accurate than I've given him credit. I've heard him tell this lie so many times, it's starting to even sway me.
Carrington Harrison, eh? Who is this guy, and why is he acting like a complete pompous dick? I wonder if Tyreek even knows who this guy is. What's with these people? Stick around, you're not going to believe what this guy has to say about Tyreek, Tua, and the Miami Dolphins. I understand that Tyreek Hill is big in the media right now. He's saying a lot of things. But the kind of trendjacking that this guy does is way over the top. He takes it to a whole other level. What kind of person, what kind of man goes on a national radio show and calls another grown-ass man a liar and basically a fraud? Even better, what kind of person, what kind of man goes on a national radio show and gets paid to call another grown-ass man a liar and a fraud? CBS Sports, you should be ashamed of yourselves. We've finally reached the Jerry Springer level in sports journalism. I guess they realized it was fun and profitable to crap all over Tua Tagovailoa, but now I guess they see, hey, let's do the same thing with Tyreek Hill. People leave me crazy comments on my YouTube channel, calling me all kinds of names and a fanboy for defending Tua, Tyreek, and the Miami Dolphins. But I'm only exposing these people. I'm only showing you what they're saying. I'm not making anything up. I'm literally just showing you the vitriol and nonsense that these people actually spew out of their mouths.
This hit me this morning as I watched this clip on my phone. And maybe many of you came to this exact same point before me, and I commend you if you did. Tyreek Hill wants to be famous. Not famous in a normal way that you get from being a football player and being a world-class athlete. Everything that Tyreek Hill has done, said, reeks of someone who desperately craves fame.
Now remember, this dude who says that Tyreek is not in Miami to play football is actually on CBS Radio. That's unreal. Listen how this guy feels completely comfortable calling Tyreek a liar and a fraud on CBS Radio. He's basically saying that Tyreek is only in Miami for the money, to get famous, and that he's a liar. Seriously, think I'm kidding? Listen to this.
If you haven't seen the video, he's wearing these goofy looking, very expensive sunglasses. He's got AirPods in. He just wants to look cool in this. And I think back to that first podcast where he talks about Mahomes and Kelsey and their relationship and the respect that he wanted, and when it came to the money, I think it's a lot deeper than that. He was never going to be this type of celebrity in Kansas City. Now, some of that is the market that you're in, and you're on the same team as Patrick Mahomes. Why would I go talk to you when I can talk to the face of the league that's playing on your team? Some of it is also the head coach. Tyreek Hill wouldn't have this podcast if he played with the Chiefs. You want a high note? He's been on the team, and he started it instantly the offseason that he got traded. He wasn't doing these kind of interviews before.
You see what I mean? These people are nuts. If the only way you can make money is by denigrating and shitting on somebody else, it makes you pathetic. They have one thing in mind and only one thing in mind. Please click on my stuff. That's all they want. Clicks, likes, retweets. That's it.
I'm starting to really believe more and more that this whole thing wasn't about being the highest paid receiver in the National Football League. That's certainly a nice perk. Tyreek strikes me as someone that wants to be famous. He comes off to me as someone that wants to look and feel important.
What? How can you take these people seriously? What are we listening to here? Is this an episode of The View?
And that was never going to happen in Kansas City. He was never going to get this kind of look, never going to get this kind of love. He's now the best player on an NFL team in one of the top 5 markets in the country. I just look at how he's moved and acted. He wants to move the needle. He put out clickbait. Think about that.
So you can tell that this guy obviously has media envy. Tyreek is down here in a major media market in Miami, and this guy doesn't like it. He should have stayed his ass out in Kansas City. Is that what he's saying? You mad, bro? And then he talks about Tyreek putting out clickbait when he's actually putting out clickbait. He's got nothing of value to say here. His entire show is jock riding clickbait. Damn, bro.
We're talking about a guy who just got $96 million that openly says we put this information out to get everybody's panties in a wad. That's somebody that wants to be famous. He acts like an Instagram influencer. That's how he acts. I guess. I mean, you got what you wanted. It sounds all fine and dandy in the offseason. Wait until Tua 3 hops a ball to you and you are playing meaningless football in December.
I told you, this guy really has a problem with Miami. He thinks Tyreek, arguably one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, is in Miami because he's a wannabe celebrity. Oh yeah, and he's a liar. And he obviously thinks Tua Tagovailoa absolutely sucks. And then he says the Dolphins are trash, and he expects them to be playing meaningless football in December. Were the Dolphins playing meaningless football last December? So you're saying that last year's team was actually better than what this year's team is going to be? Is that what you're saying? Wow, you are nuts.
We are not watching the Miami Dolphins this year. They are not going to be good. That is a 6-win football team. That team has dysfunction written all over it. Bad quarterback, first-year coach. I think this is going to end really, really poorly for Miami. All the ingredients are right there for this to be a problem, and they just continue to feed the monster.
And there you have it. He takes his shots at Tyreek, takes his shots at Tua, and now he takes a shot at Mike McDaniel as a first-year head coach. This guy is just another sports journal out there riding the Miami Dolphins hate train. You can hear his disdain for Miami as he speaks. And I keep shaking my head listening to this pablum because I can't grasp the fact that he's getting paid by a major media organization to spew this stuff.
I just saw someone that to me desperately craves attention and wants people to notice him. And that was just never going to happen the way that he wants it to in Kansas City.
And listening to all this, I can't tell what his problem is. Is he upset because Tyreek left Kansas City? Is he upset because Tyreek left Kansas City to come to Miami? Is he mad because Tyreek is commanding attention in a major media market and his show doesn't? Or is he simply a jock-riding sports journo in a small market who's got, compensation issues? He's worried because Tyreek is in a major media market now. That and the fact that many athletes are now realizing they can reach fans directly and don't need these idiots. You see, digital media has killed traditional sports journalism in one way and opened up a huge path of opportunity in another. And by the way, did you notice that nothing in his segment, nothing in what he said had anything to do with reporting on, football? Nope, just vitriol and disdain. Why so many in the sports journalism industry have been reduced to this hot take insanity is beyond me. Tell me how that's sports reporting. How is this anything to do with reporting about the game? The media has been exposed for what they are. And I don't just mean the sports media. The media in general have become nothing but clickbaiting zombies. They're all trying to be that guy or that girl who gets the most likes and retweets, and they're hoping that maybe they latch on to a big major media gig at ESPN. But this is nuts. They don't care about people. They don't care about the players. They don't care about the cities. And they definitely don't care about the fans. How can you be in sports journalism and have such disregard for players and fans? I don't know. I understand this is just my opinion. Yours may differ. You may even be saying to yourself, hey, Barry does the exact same thing. Nope. One big difference. I never give you an opinion on anything other than the words that come out of their mouths, not mine. I let you see and hear exactly what they're saying. And I try to show you specifically how some of the stuff they're saying, they completely make up. They don't care. They just make it up and lie. Did Tyreek Hill sign a contract for tons of money to come down to Miami and be a wannabe celebrity? I doubt it, but I don't know, and neither do they. So why would you say that about somebody? Is Tyreek right about Tua being the most accurate quarterback he's ever played with? I don't know that either. I couldn't confirm that. But if he said it, he believes it. So you're saying straight up that he's a liar. How can you possibly say that and call yourself a journalist? I'm not about to ridicule anybody for something that they truly believe. To say that Tyreek doesn't believe that Tua is the most accurate quarterback he's ever played with means you're calling him a liar. And quite a few sports journalists in the industry have said just that, and they really have no idea. I think we all can agree, it's a long season. There's going to be a ton of content out there. There's going to be a ton of stories for each of us to report on and talk about. Why do you need to make stuff up and denigrate and spew vitriol and disdain and actually lie about somebody? Why do you need to do that? But one thing's for certain, I don't think it's going to end. And that's going to give me a ton more content to bring to you guys, exposing what people are saying about the Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, and Mike McDaniel, and probably some of the other players. I'm not sure what happened to this industry. Is it Twitter? Is it the hot take culture? I don't know, but it's gone completely off the rails. But I thank them for giving me the opportunity to show you who they really are. Let me know what you think, and if you'd like to see any of my other videos on the Miami Dolphins, go ahead and check out a couple right here. But let me know, do you think that these sports journals have finally gone off the rails as well? Talk to you soon. Go Fins.